What is up, everybody? I don't know which camera to look at. There's so many. First off, Aaron, well, not camera. First off, Aaron, thank you so much for letting me use your R6 Canon camera. Of course. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm jealous that it's not the one pointing at me, but we're gonna give Aaron those nice little highlights it gives you right there. Aaron, introduce yourself.
So I'm Aaron Lane. I live in Bargersville, Indiana. My dad and family pastor in Greenwood, Whiteland, Indiana. So I used to be from Whiteland. I'm a PK from Indiana. I am 19 years old. Here in my sophomore year at Urshan College. So. What's
Urshan been to you, bro? What's it meant to you?
What has Urshan meant to me? It's been a lot of growth. I came in. So funny story. So when I first came to Urshan, it was a week before I was coming, and I had no idea I was supposed to come to Urshan. So week before, and I was applied and I was accepted, but it was a week before coming to Urshan, and it just worked out to where I ended up getting all my stuff packed a week before school, before moving. Got all packed up and then ended up moving down here. So Urshan has been a big place of just growth. The biggest thing it's meant to me is just growth, from friendships to meeting the faculty, growing friendships and just meeting their personalities and who they are and what they've instilled in me as teachers, but also as friends. Yeah. So I think just the biggest thing is growth.
So it's meant a ton to you then.
It's meant a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. How did we meet?
We met, I don't know. So it was
when was the first time we met?
So it was a year ago now.
Oh, just so y'all know, this is my roommate. Did I say that at the start?
No, I'm the roommate.
This is my roommate.
I sleep in that bed.
This is who I live with. This is who I be editing videos in the room all night long.
When I'm out. I don't get back here until like.
Yeah, he never get back. Yeah, he always.
When I get back in, he's always up.
Yeah, always, every single time. We're actually perfect roommates for each other.
Yeah.
Sorry, I think I just cut you off big time, but I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that you are my roommate. I love this dude. What were you saying?
We said where to meet.
Yes,
we met like a year and a half ago. I don't know how we met.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what was our first
interaction?
I knew
of you.
I don't remember our first interaction.
I do not.
I think the first time we met, we just started hanging out like all the time after that.
Yeah, because we ended up pretty quick. And then he was rooming with a different guy.
Yes.
And I was rooming with a different guy.
And we didn't have nothing against them. Cole, shout out to you, Cole Clement. Go ahead and look at that boy's Instagram. I might pop it in here. I love you so much, bro. But Cole just wasn't the roommate for me at the time.
Yeah, and I
think Cole understood that too. So we were kind of at like a
and we had a lot of conversations about that.
Yeah, I love you so much, Cole. You were amazing, and I appreciate the time with you. But Aaron Lane, my new roommate, valid, so good for each other.
Senior year roommate.
Yeah, how do we keep this healthy relationship going? Like, why don't we not get mad at each other?
It's just weird.
Don't you feel like all roommates have like that one like big
There's
argument?
One thing it's like, I hate that they always do this.
I feel like that happens to like a lot of the girls.
Yeah, girls like there were switch roommates like what?
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
Like if something,
1 month in, they're out.
One thing could happen. They're like, I'm done.
Yeah, different roommate.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
But I feel like guys are pretty consistent.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you being a dog, for real. So, tell me what it was like growing up in a pastor's home. We are both PKs. I think that you're the first PK on my podcast. So I think that's exciting that we could discuss our points of view growing up in a pastor's home, how that was for us, how that helped us, or maybe sometimes it had negative effects. But like, what do you think was the most positive? No, say the negative first. What do you think was the most negative thing about growing up in a pastor's home? And we'll finish on the positive.
I mean, there's a lot of positives and negatives. Comes with anything, a lot of positives and negatives. A PK home is very interesting. Obviously, the biggest thing is you're in a glass house. Yeah. You live in a glass house, not even to just your church congregation, but also to like, if you are part of a organization, the district, right? And then it goes bigger and bigger from there. So you just live in this glass house where everything is monitored and checked, and like everybody's watching you.
Yeah.
And it's like they just have binoculars on you. Like, I'm just waiting until they mess up. And it's almost as if we're put on a pedestal.
I can relate to that so much.
Right. And so we have to like meet this standard.
Yeah.
Right. And so if we don't, they have that binoculars on us watching us.
Yeah.
And if we mess up, they're going, oh look what they did.
Yeah. Telling everybody about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Holding it against you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we have to meet this almost unmeetable standard.
Yeah, I feel like kind of the pressure of that is like why I struggled so much for like a couple years of my life. Is like the pressure. It was so much pressure being in the pastor's home and needing to be like, you kind of feel like you need to be perfect.
Right.
And so like being in a pastor's home just doesn't give you room for mistakes. And a lot of people will be like, I love to be a pastor's kid, and I'm honored and blessed that God put me in this position and everything. And I've learned so much from it. So it's been helpful to me, but like definitely the pressure on your shoulders from everybody. Like everybody is already kind of predicting your life before you can even choose.
Yeah.
You know, like from a young age, like first thing I was hearing all the time, your dad's a pastor, like you're gonna be a pastor.
Yeah, you're gonna be a pastor, you're gonna be a preacher. Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And the crazy thing is, like at this point in my life, that's like what I'm working for. Like I want to pastor one day, and I have all this other stuff going on. Yeah, but that's just fun.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy because like you end up falling in love with it, I guess, in the end. After even all those negative effects, we kind of use it to grow ourselves, and that's cool. And it helps us learn people, love people, even when they backstab you or you know what I'm saying. So I feel like we've learned so many positive things. What is your biggest positive?
Biggest positive, I think. Oh, there's so many positives.
There's a lot.
Like I wouldn't change it for the world. Being a PK, it is such a blessing. Like I thank God for it.
Yeah, such a blessing.
I'm very thankful for my parents and for the way they've raised me.
You got good parents, bro.
Recently, what I've noticed, I can't say one positive.
Shout out Mama Lane and
Brian Lane.
Brian Lane, yeah.
Dad Lane.
I forgot. Yeah, I was gonna say.
You could say Daddy.
I was gonna say Daddy Lane.
You say Daddy.
I just that just didn't
Mama
sound
Lane's
right.
good. Everybody calls him Mama Lane, but
Brother and sister Lane. Shout out Aaron's parents.
He goes BBB. A beautiful bald bishop. The BBB. Did you know that?
Beautiful bald bishop.
Yes.
That's a goated name.
My dad is bald.
Shout out to your dad. Are your parents gonna watch this?
They could. I mean,
you better send this to your parents.
I was supposed to call you tonight, Dad, and I didn't. And it's now 12:54.
It's just too late. He's definitely not awake.
Yeah, he's probably asleep.
My dad's probably awake.
What's 1-8? They're up an hour ahead.
What if I call my dad right now?
Put him on the podcast?
Yeah, just put him in the video.
Bring him?
I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. I think someone's trying to get in our door. Probably. This is the issue with living in a massive dorm room.
Yes.
And 100 other dudes. Is it 100 or is it more than that?
Here, we'll probably run 80 something guys. Probably. Maybe 70.
Let's say 100.
We'll say 100. Round up. 100. 100 guys.
Well, we live so it's literally just a big old house with a bunch of rooms.
Yeah.
And people just think that
It's like, okay, this is built like, our dorms are built like hotel rooms. But it's like minus the bathroom. We have to share bathrooms.
We have to share bathrooms,
which is
guys.
terrible.
Yeah.
It is the worst thing.
Sometimes was walking down like the hallway today to go take a shower, and I'm like just in boxers.
Yeah.
And like literally that door opens up like if anyone was walking by, like, oh my goodness, bro. Like,
I'm just seen a double door. So we have a door down here.
I'm sorry if
and
that's
we walk out,
TMI.
It might be.
Whatever.
It's all right.
It's fine.
Yeah, you open that door and if someone's walking that way, I mean, it's just...
You could have a lady walking up to the stairs about to.
Yeah.
She just looks down and sees a man in boxers.
Oh my
Thank God there was nobody.
Yeah.
But I'd be terrified sometimes. Like, I've
heard some horror stories.
Yeah, I'd be speed walking from out our room.
Why? I get the corners, the little cubicle things. I'll be hiding behind.
Yes, me too.
I know.
Oh, y'all know y'all don't know.
The pillars.
Everybody knows. But any Urshan students know there's these little pillars that stick out. Those have been cover for me for so many times. Every time that door opens up, I'm flat against the wall. Like this, like a statue.
I've gone in during a preview for a shower.
Yeah.
And went to come out and I check my phone and everybody says, hey, open doors for preview. Like, make sure you're closed.
No way.
And I'm in the bathroom, just took a shower, and I have nothing.
That's a travesty.
Yeah. So I'm like calling people like, I need clothes.
Bro, I need clothes. Bro,
it's terrible.
I don't know why, but this makes me think about pranks. Were you here when Crew? Oh,
No.
I can't snitch. Frick, I was name dropped right there.
I was about to do that. I wasn't though.
Someone that was.
I know what you're talking about. I was not here yet.
Like there were some hilarious pranks back in like the older Urshan days, and this is what I miss about old Urshan is that like the pranks were just top.
Yeah, old Urshan was
like now we're just have annoying pranks. Like
old
goofy
campus
ones.
was crazy.
Old campus was crazy. I know that a guy left a turkey.
I know who he is.
He let a turkey loose on the girl's floor.
That story. Yes. He bought a turkey it wasn't Facebook Marketplace. It was like Craigslist. And he sets it out on the girl's floor.
My thought process is, how did you attain a turkey?
Craigslist. He got it on Craigslist.
You can just go on Craigslist and get a turkey?
You can get anything on Craigslist.
Bro, what are we doing? We should be attaining turkeys on Craigslist.
So me and Jansen Burnside, we're out over by the, we got out of class today, and we were by the double doors, and there was this, a goose. We have a ton of geese here. And there was a goose standing right at the door. And so I was like, I'm gonna get that door on the inside, and you're gonna come like
that would be hilarious.
We tried, but it walked away.
Yeah, and also if you did that, Dugas would have found y'all.
Yeah, we got the camera right there.
Shout out Dugas. Yeah, so I'm glad you
didn't.
Yeah, you didn't say nothing crazy. Yeah, because Dugas probably. What if she tunes into this?
If she does,
Sister Dugas, if
there was a goose in here, it was not me.
It was not Aaron Lane.
I plead not guilty.
It was me. No, I'm kidding.
Cool.
So, this is such a random question. I was really thinking about this driving down the road today.
Okay.
So random. Okay. Do you use your cruise control on your car?
Yeah.
Like because I'm thinking I use cruise control more than I actually just like drive my car normally.
Okay, like on the interstate.
An avid amount on the interstate. Sometimes on like a state highway.
Okay.
Yeah. I literally just kicked that junk in cruise 10 miles over the speed limit. They're gonna arrest me for that.
No.
Okay, cool. So I'd be like 10 miles over the speed limit the whole entire time, and I just cruise it.
So I go 9 over in my cruise, but I'm always on the interstate when I do it. But I'm always like, if I'm on the city, I'm never using my cruise.
We have the adaptive cruise control. It keeps us away
We
from that
do,
car in front of us.
yeah, we
Guys,
do.
if you don't have adaptive cruise control in your
Get
car,
a new vehicle. Sell your Joker and get a new vehicle.
because like some people might not.
Yeah, my bad. Be blessed.
Yeah,
We're blessed with what
we're
given.
blessed.
We thank God every day for the vehicles we drive.
I'm super thankful to have a car that has adaptive cruise control. But like some cars have cooler things, like umbrellas that come out on the
Sunroofs.
side. Bro, did you see the
Oh, that's a
Bentleys with their
Rolls-Royce.
Is it a Rolls? I thought it was a
100%.
Bentley. You're 100%?
Ooh,
It could be a Rolls.
It could be a Bentley,
What if
though.
they both do it? Do they both do umbrellas? Can someone
might.
leave in the comments below if they both do umbrellas?
I've seen the umbrellas.
Imagine to be able to take, like, pop a
press
button,
button,
umbrella
free.
pops out. That'd be so cool. Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
That was weird how you
That
explained
was
it.
dumb.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny,
we
though.
we don't gotta talk about it.
Well, no, we can talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's a Bentley though.
Okay.
Probably.
All right, so you do use cruise control avidly, like me. All right.
Yeah, on the interstate.
So that's a list of my questions for Aaron, but we're not done. So next thing that we're going to talk about, I wrote down podcast points, y'all, and I wrote down like,
Oh, I put a question.
like two, bro, go for it right now, bro. Go for it.
I don't know if I'm.
Are
I don't know if it's
you gonna leave Indiana one day? You're gonna stay there forever?
So
Interesting.
that depends
You are
on.
unsure.
I'm unsure. So my dad obviously he's pastoring in Liberty Tabernacle in Indiana, and I've gotten many words about not necessarily like pastoring that Liberty one day, but potentially. Right?
Yeah.
Very words that are close aligned with it. So I feel called to evangelism and then pastoring eventually. So right now I'm dating Summer Sidlow. Shout out to Summer.
She's gonna be the
love her to
first.
death.
She's gonna be the first view, first
Yeah,
like.
she is. She better be.
She's gonna shout this out in her story.
She
when
hasn't watched my preaching video yet. I preached
Summer!
Okay, but Joe didn't send it to her, so it's not on her.
Dang.
But she's like, Joe sent
you
it to
kind
me.
of
She
just
wasn't.
called out your girlfriend on the podcast.
But she didn't tell Joe to do it. I just,
Ain't no way, bro.
should've hit him up.
I haven't watched your preaching video.
Joe has it. My brother has it. Joe Lane.
I'm gonna have to peep that up. But yeah, congratulations, Aaron. What's it like being student body vice president?
Okay, so this is. Everybody thinks student senate is glamorous.
Yes. Tell us the
It's-
ends that
it's
we don't
not.
see.
Like it is very labor tasking. Right now I have 3 meetings a week. I really should say 4, but I'll say 3 meetings a week, just for student body vice president, running that.
3 meetings a week is so dead.
Yeah.
I
And
just
then
couldn't
so
couldn't
have,
be you.
And I have one with the VP of the school, Sister Russell. We love Sister Russell. I have a meeting with her once a month. And she's amazing. I love Sister Russell. She's given me so much insight to how to lead,
Well,
especially
absolutely.
student body. She's phenomenal.
Bro,
Oh my
Sister
God.
Russell is a go. Like she's good. She's Hall of Fame. She's on the
Yes.
Mount Rushmore of
Oh,
Christian.
yes.
Like people.
She's amazing.
Staff.
Like there's one time, me and the president of the student body, we were in the meeting together, us 3, and we're talking. She's talking about one of the sermons we had for our spiritual emphasis week, right?
Yeah.
And she's talking about how basically it was about the student body, just kind of saying some personal things, and we all started getting very emotional, and like I teared up a bit, and I was just like, it was impactful to me because
Yeah.
I'll be in my prayer time alone, and it's just like that burden just tugs at your heart, like student body, student body, student body, and it wasn't that way before.
Yeah.
And like I came into student leadership not trying to. I was just like, oh, I might as well do it. And ever since I've been in, I know it was a God thing because I'll be in times of prayer and it's just like that student body's tugging at my heart. And I pray for this student body daily, and I love this student body.
Yeah,
And
I know
I
you do.
hope the best for these people. And
Yeah, well, we're very thankful for you, and
Yeah.
I feel like you were just perfect for the position. And I think like even since I met you, bro, I feel like you matured so quickly.
Yeah.
So I respect you a lot in what you're doing, and I appreciate it. I know you put in a lot of work.
I've tried
And
my
so,
best.
Shout out Aaron Lane for being student body vice president. It's a lot more work than y'all would
thank you,
think.
Jesus.
And I know
It's by
it.
the grace of God.
Yeah, for real. I be seeing it every day. So he be putting in work.
I mean, you'll see me when I'm on I'll be doing my stuff on my
yeah,
computer
for real.
all the time.
I'll be like, you doing homework? He's like, nah, student body
Student body stuff.
Like that stinks, right?
Yes.
Like you think you're done with your assessments until you're literally not.
Yeah, all the time. I'm doing that stuff.
Did you find a question list or did you forget?
I had it on here, but I forgot what it was. It was like a question for
I have another question.
for a podcast.
So
I don't know what it was.
Sorry, I wasn't shushing you. I was like, that's me thinking.
Is this it?
Did I sound like I was shushing you?
No, I didn't think you were.
Bro, I have like 187,000 notes on my phone. I'm kidding.
have
I do not have that many. I was like,
443.
oh my goodness, bro.
What?
I thought I was bad.
I got my sermons and stuff.
I got
in
like
here.
100 something. How many notes do y'all have?
Yeah, how many notes do you guys have? I don't
Like,
think 443 is a lot.
What's a normal number?
Go over here.
Folders. 155.
Oh my gosh.
What you doing, Aaron?
I guess I got a lot.
Goodness gracious. What's your favorite, like, what's a great childhood story that you want to tell everybody, want to let them know? Something about you. Nice little childhood story. What was little Aaron like? Little baby Aaron? You're still kind of a midget.
Yeah, I'm still short. I still have a big head. When I was a little kid, my head was the same size. I was just in a smaller body.
So just little body but big head?
Yeah, my body had to catch up to my head. They used to call me Onion.
It did, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron be in the gym.
I do be in the gym. I'm a powerlifter. I'm a 2-time national.
Aaron, bro, tell everybody right now that you're going to make a gym vlog that we can follow.
I'm thinking about it.
I know you, like, I'll be
really
your cameraman.
I want to. I think, but here's the thing. I was out of the gym for a little bit, so I've been out of the gym. Getting a girlfriend does that to you.
Summer.
The best way possible. It does it to you. It is on. Like, I want.
She's gonna be on your neck when she see you.
She is.
She's gonna walk up.
But I want to spend time with her.
Ow.
It's okay.
That hurts. I don't know why I was so expressive there. All right, I'm gonna drink some more sweet tea. Continue what you were saying.
But yeah, so I was out the gym for a while. But I'm a big time powerlifter. I'm a 2-time national, 6-time state champion. So like.
You a dog.
And I was high on weight, pushing heavy numbers, and I was going to compete again, and I just got busy, so I didn't.
Yeah.
And I lost my numbers, so I'm not as strong as I was. So building back is the hardest thing in the world. Talk about that. What do you think it's like? Okay, let's say this. Talk about what it's like. What do you think it's like for being out of place spiritually, losing that, like falling into something, or just losing that spiritual, like almost high, but not a high, and then trying to build back?
You mean like
you're almost like your relationship with God. Like you are every day in the prayer room, you're praying with God, you're in the prayer closet.
Yeah.
Consistency. And you lose consistency for just any reason. You know, whether it's like there's a crisis, like, you know, a passing of somebody, whatever.
Bro, I feel like that's happened to me so many times in my life.
Yeah,
like
I
just
think a lot of
lost
young
the
people.
consistency. And like I feel like consistency is so important too.
Right.
For all of us, bro. Imagine if like you just weren't consistent, which we do all the time.
Well, it's
like,
consistency to dedication.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Because when you lose that, you're kind of aimless. Like you don't know where you're going. You don't really have direction, and then that leads to you being like anxious or depressed. So I'm saying like consistency, I think, is critical, like for us, especially consistency with God. And I feel like it all starts with building a covenant and making a promise to God. Like y'all making a promise to each other for you to actually invest into the kingdom, invest into getting to know Him. I mentioned that in my last vlog is like God really just deeply desires to know us.
Right. So
once we like actually have Him close, like our Father, that's what He's supposed to be. He takes care of us.
Right.
And He wants, of course, to have a relationship with His kids because He made us. It says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew thee. And I sanctified thee like a prophet. Yeah, like that's, like consistency starts with building a covenant. And I think like when you do fall out of that, which that's the question you asked, like what do you really do when you fall out of that? Bro, I think you just like, the hardest thing to do is just go back and pick up your Bible, and that's exactly what you need to do. Because I feel like God, like when you feel like God's silent, when you go read His Word, like that's a living Word of God. So like He'll give you something in maybe the 2 chapters you read. It's kind of crazy, and the Bible just does that. Like when we feel like the teacher's silent, we have a guide. We have a rule book.
I think that's what a lot of young people have issues with, is they're searching for this active relationship with God, and you can find that, but they enter these dry seasons.
Yeah, they're searching for this spiritual high.
Yeah,
all
and
the
they
time.
want to keep this high consistency with God, continue to keep growing and expand, but you hit this like wall. Usually in this wall, usually a place of like, you've heard of like a season of loneliness, season of singleness. Yeah. I know you've been there, I've been there.
Absolutely.
And you hit those, and it's like God's not speaking to me, but God has given us His Word.
Yeah.
And that's His Word.
And He never breaks a promise.
Never. And like, so like, sometimes like, when I go back to those seasons, I'm like, man, it was so dry, I didn't hear from God. But I pick up His Word, and His Word speaks to me. So even when you can't hear the voice of God, you can turn to His Word, and it's there.
It's always there.
Always there.
Literally. Find a Bible anywhere.
Yeah.
Hotel room. It's always there. On your phone.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. Just read your Word a little bit, and you can get back into being consistent.
Right.
Childhood story.
Childhood story.
We might finish off on that. I don't know how long we've been talking.
What do you got for childhood story?
Childhood story. You need time to think of one.
I got so many.
I think when I was like 7 or 8 years old, we lived at my old house, and it was like thunderstorming outside. I'm from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We get so many thunderstorms, bro. Just tropical weather, hurricanes, everything. So we had a just crazy tropical storm, lightning. It was wild. But I had 2 outdoor cats, so we had to go outside and feed them. But I was the youngin', and I have 2 older sisters. Shout out Sean and Lexa. Still don't like y'all. I'm kidding. I love y'all. They're gonna hold that against me. So sorry. I'm like,
you're good. This
is mad ADD right here. Okay, so they go outside, massive thunderstorm, and the tropical storm is pouring down rain. The thunder is like that.
What the chuck?
That's my thunder sounds.
Yeah.
Like that. All right.
All right.
So they go out there, they bring the food out there, and I get to stay inside because I'm the youngin'. So I was like,
you don't gotta do
I
nothing.
can't go outside.
You got it easy.
But then
Okay.
like I'm watching my sisters out there, and I'm like, man, like I gotta protect him. Like I don't know what I gotta protect him from, but like I look like a dweeb just sitting inside and not doing nothing. I don't care that I'm 7. I'm him. So I was like, all right, let me get outside. So my parents are just standing behind me, and they were like, Colton, don't go out, whatever. I walk out there, and they sit down like the food cups, and right when I walk out there, thunder, like the loudest. It was so loud, bro. It struck like very near us, and I literally, out of reaction, I jumped back and hit the sliding glass door because my parents had closed it behind me when I walked out.
Oh my god!
And so I just full face planted like
smacked it
like this and just fell back onto the concrete.
Oh my god!
And instead of helping me, my whole family laughed. They all
That's a good
laughed.
family. Maybe it's not.
You messing with my trauma right now, bro?
No.
Yeah, they could have helped me.
Good.
We was outside in a tropical storm, bro. I could have died. You don't know what could have happened?
Maybe.
I could have died.
Yeah.
And they laughed. Nah.
I probably did the same thing.
No, that's because you're an L.
Yeah.
You all right? Did you think of a childhood story?
Yeah, I got a couple. I won't say them all, obviously.
I don't want you to say them all.
Yeah,
I'm not that interested.
Honestly, I don't want to say the one, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
Actually, I don't even want you to talk anymore. We could just.
I got two. You want to hear the story of when I hurt myself or hurt my brother?
Which one's better?
They're both pretty good.
One's better. Pick the better one.
I'll talk about myself. It's about me.
Okay.
Who's cares about Joe, right?
Wow. Joe, did you hear
Not
that?
like that. I just mean for the podcast.
Joe, did you hear that?
You might be on here one day. Probably not.
Maybe. It's possible. Might get Joe on the podcast. Another Lane on the
Okay,
podcast.
it'd be cool to have me and Joe both on the podcast.
I want your daddy on the podcast.
You could do that. I'm going home for Easter. You should come.
Okay.
Probably put him on.
I'm down.
Seriously.
I will. I'll be like, hey, Brother Lane, can I put you in my
Come to BBB.
Safe Harbor podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll let
BBB?
you.
That's a
He'll
tough
let you.
name. All right, sorry. Tell your story.
Okay. Story. So, my family built a cabin down south, southern Indiana.
Yep.
And we built it from the roots up. So there's nothing there. It was complete just woods. Excavated the place, had to get it flat, put rocks, all that kind of stuff. It's like building a house, start from the bottom foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And so we built it up to the point where we started like the fallish time. So it was kind of near the winter, and we weren't done yet. So we had the walls up and everything, but it was cold. Cold as junk. So we got all these
Cold as
space
junk.
heaters. Cold as junk. So we had all these space heaters, right?
Fire.
And my parents, they warned us, they said, don't touch the space heaters because they're hot.
Aaron,
And they're going to hurt you.
did you touch the space heater?
So there's this one space heater,
You touched
and it
it,
was
didn't you?
circular. So you know what? You know like a beehive? All the little like hexagons?
Yeah.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
I think that looks really cool.
It does.
So I see this one heater. It looks like this
You're making
beehive
excuses for
hexagons.
stupidity right now,
No,
aren't
not
you?
at all. I was
Okay.
like 6 years old, maybe 7. And so I see this heater, and it's glowing, and the middle's all glowing. It looks so
I'm
cool.
going to touch it.
I got to touch it. Right?
It's like from Nemo, like when he went out to touch
Yes.
the boat.
Yeah.
He called it the butt. You know that, right?
It's called a butt. Yeah, it's just funny.
All right, it's just funny that I said
So,
that. I was
yeah.
just explaining the
Which
story.
I got to tell you a story later. It's funny.
Okay, a Nemo story?
Yeah. So
Continue talking.
it happened in class. It's really funny.
Okay.
It's tonight with Jerry Jones. But there's this heater, and it's glowing. I'm like, I gotta touch it. So I take my hand, I go, bah,
Full hand?
full hand.
You didn't even wear like curious like cats? And,
No,
like,
I said
prod at it a
full
little
hand.
bit?
I said, ooh, smacked it.
That was dumb, man.
And my entire hand had just little hexagons all
No,
over.
like-
I had
Oh, that sounds
I had like
horrible.
first or second degree burns on my hand.
That sounds horrible.
It was bad.
I'm sorry.
So my parents, like, they put all the junk on it. And so we go to Walmart, and they let me buy something. They let me buy whatever I want.
So you got something out of it.
I did.
Wow.
Which I won't put a sermon about that. Yeah.
You're gonna write.
I thought,
Is
I
that
found
why
a
you
full-
remembered it so well?
You know I found a full fire pit before?
You fell in a fire pit?
Like, so we do our church big bonfires, huge. We do a harvest party, huge bonfires.
Yeah.
And I fell in completely, my entire body, because I was running back with the
Hey,
fast bike.
yo!
Looking for my buddies. Like, I was looking like this. I was running like this. I'm running this way.
Why was
in
you
my-
running like that?
Well, not really.
That was just goofy,
hypothetical.
though. All
Like,
right.
I'm running with
It's
a
a-
flashlight
you
like this.
You have a dumb run.
Okay. I was like,
You run like a
12, 13.
penguin.
Get out of here.
Like a unicorn with only 3 legs.
You say the way you jump, you got no hops. You like jump that far off the
I have a
ground.
busted leg. I tore my ACL.
I
So
got
you
2
making
busted
fun of my
ankles, but I
injury?
still jump.
Can you keep talking about your story?
Yeah, I will.
I'm glad you found a fire pit.
Yeah, I did. Anyway, I almost died in it. How's it make you feel?
Oh my god.
How's it make you feel?
Almost died.
Nah, not really. But so I got really burnt bad. I was
Okay.
burnt bad. And so they like got me at the fire pit, and I'm like, my clothes are burning, and like they take me to my dad's office at the church.
Hey, yo.
Take me to my dad's office, and they prayed over me, and like in an instant, I was healed. Like, I was
Hey,
fine.
yo.
Yeah.
So God just performed a miracle.
Yeah.
God does that, y'all.
God does.
We're not crazy.
God did.
We've seen it with our own eyes.
I've experienced it.
They be acting like God's not real. I've seen it with my own eyes.
For real.
But that's that's what it led me to right here, is because like, I don't know how you don't believe in God, bro.
I don't know.
I get how some people couldn't because they've never even like been in a situation where they could experience him.
It's the experience.
How could you say he's not real if you've never even tried to know him?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't put any effort into knowing him, but you could come out here and just say like, God's not real. Like, he healed you right there.
He healed me.
Like, you experienced it.
I've seen people's limbs grow back.
That's insane.
That's impossible.
It's impossible.
But God does the impossible.
God does the impossible. Like, I get like how if you just haven't been to an apostolic service or even like just where the Spirit of God moves, like he can actually do the impossible, anything.
Yeah.
And we've seen it. So like, we're not just crazy people out here just believing in God. Like, no, I'm a normal human. If there was no proof or no evidence or I never felt him, like we wouldn't still do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me, bro. God is real.
God's real.
God is real. So, I think that's gonna be the end.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cereal?
I've been digging those Captain Crunch.
Really?
Oh,
You need a haircut.
I finished.
I like your eyebrows.
What?
Nothing.
It's like a compliment sandwich.
Yeah. Wait,
What
did
the
you say
hell?
you like Reese's Minis? I really was not listening.
Yeah, I know you weren't. I said Captain Crunch. I finished the whole box. I know you like.
You didn't
Reese's
even give me a
Minis.
bowl. I have
they were yours.
three boxes of. They're ours. Everything in this room is ours. We share.
What?
Yo,
I thought- I meant you bought
no!
them.
I can't leave this podcast without saying what Aaron did.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
Don't talk to me. I buy little mini bites, like the little blueberry muffin mini bites.
What are we sitting on right now?
We're not talking about that.
What are we?
I buy little.
Who bought the couch we're sitting on?
So I buy.
I did.
So do you know when, like
did,
pet
with
peeve
the
wise,
money
like when
I own.
you know pet peeve wise, and when like you're talking and someone interrupts you.
Yeah, that's never
So I've
happened
definitely
before.
done that to you, like
know what
in
that
this
is.
podcast. But like you just did it to me, and I don't appreciate
I don't
it.
understand.
I'll fight you right here. We have 3 cameras. I'll catch you in a 4K of me.
So get this. So
boxing you.
Colton has these little bites.
Mini bites, okay?
Mini bites.
Don't
a
talk.
whole
This is my story.
5
Let
packs.
me explain the story.
I ate them all. Okay, continue.
You spoiled it. It doesn't
one?
even matter. It does like literally doesn't matter. The whole purpose of the storytelling would be the pleasure in telling the story and giving them the ending, but you gave them the ending.
I made it short.
Don't talk to
you
me.
You can make the long.
No,
version.
we're good.
You can talk about it.
I'm
now.
not sleeping here tonight.
That's fine.
We have beef.
I gotta pack up. I'll be in here all night packing. Going to Mississippi.
He ate all my muffins. All
There's
in
like
my
4 in a bag. There's barely
There was
any.
5 packs. I brought it
There's
home.
like 4 in a
Aaron
bag.
Lane. I brought the muffins, put them in the thing, right, our snack drawer, and I come back 2 nights later and looking because I'm craving some.
Not
mini
2
bites.
nights.
It was like 2 nights.
I ate them over a span of a week. I had 5 bags in 7 days.
I didn't have 1 bag of my own mini bites that I purchased at Walmart.
I figured 1,
He ate every
2,
one.
he wasn't grabbing them.
On the 5th one, were you like, these are cool. Colton did buy these. Should I save it for
No,
him?
it's like, this is good as done. I bet if I eat this one and throw the box away, I'll never notice they were gone. That's what I thought. Where you going?